I know I'm about to take a swipe or talk about a sacred cow, and I don't have shit to lose because you can't sue me because I don't have anything. I was listening to Biggie Ready to Die album, which is by far in the top 5 greatest albums ever constructed. It's a classic. It's so good it could be a gospel album because it's uplifting. I'm listening to it and I'm hearing all this Puffy in the background. And I begin to think about Puffy as a person. I'm like, Puffy is poison. And this is the reason why I said Puffy is poison. No disrespect to Puffy, you know, take that. But everybody that Puffy has come in contact with, either they are dead, in jail, or we don't know where the fuck they at. Or their careers have fallen out, which means they still dead. Prime example, Craig Mack. Where's Craig Mack right now? We do not know where Craig Mack is. Craig Mack gave us flavor in the air. The beat was so hot they was playing it in churches. Reverends was coming out to Flavor in Your Ear. And then the Flavor in Your Ear remix came out with the bottles and the bad boy. And he had Busta Rhymes again. Wow! When we couldn't understand it. And we had LL Cool J and that Barracuda, Electrocuda. We don't know what the fuck that verse was about. 112. Where's 112? Total. What happened to Total? Where's Total? They totally gone. This band, one girl was dating the Brad, Rumor, and the other ones, they gone. They at daddy's house, sleeping in the basement. They concubines now. Faith was with Bad, but what Faith at right now? We don't know. Faith left. She didn't do bad, but she ain't like she was when she was with Bad. I guess it's something with Puffy in the background dancing. Maybe Clive Davis should dance in the background of his artist video. I don't know. Carl Thomas had his first album, Emotional, classic album. You know how much sex I had because of Emotional? Carl left Bad Boy. Where Carl at now? He dropped the album. I don't know nothing about it. I love Carl Thomas. Album banging. First album, second album. Second album not as good as first album, but still nonetheless better than somebody's best efforts on a good day. Ray J. Shine. Here's my theory on Shine. Shine fell off because Puffy tried to replace Biggie with a skinnier version of Biggie. And Shine sounds just like he just sound like he had swallowed Biggie's vocal cords. Black Rob came in and saved Bad Boy at one point. Like, whoa? Everybody played whoa. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Cuban, Russian, German. He gone. We don't know what Black Rob is. He ain't even got a bootleg tape out. Black Rob out robbing black people. Loon? What happened to Loon? Loon was on Bad Boy. He was the pretty thug. He was the new Mace for them. He sounded like Mace, but he looked like he took better care of himself, like in shape. He like Mace that had worked out. G-Dep. What happened to G-Dep? I don't even know what G-Dep stand for, but his album was decent. It was a decent hip-hop album. Puffy was on a lot of it, but that's his fault. Hey, Special Delivery, well, that was a hot song. They even had some FedEx logos in his video. And he had a remix with Ghostface. How you not succeed when you got Ghostface on your shit? Mace. Puffy fucked Mace up. I don't know what the fuck Puffy did to Mace. Mace was rapping, then he became a reverend. He was Reverend Mace. He was on TV doing long ass sermons because he sounded like he had a stroke. Then he stopped rapping. He stopped being a reverend. Then he went to rapping again. Then he back to a reverend. Okay, first of all, you not no reverend and rapping. Fuck that. Don't try to tell me God like hip hop to the point where you can rap too. I don't want to hear that. He had signed this chick named Tanya Blunt. He fucked over before she even got signed. We didn't know how I met. The Locks. The goddamn Locks. The Locks was hot. Even if they put that damn song out, I did not like If You Want My Vibe. I hated that shit. They left. They just like they couldn't get back on track. Once Puffy has a hold on people, he just do something. Like once you leave him, he like, you leave me, I'm gonna fuck you, and then he gonna fuck you. Mario Winans, poor Mario, he should just go back to gospel. Everybody else in the family doing gospel. He tried to be R&B. Fucking with Puffy, then lost your soul, bitch. Oh, the band. He brought them orphans together and put them in the house and tried to make an album. And then they had an album banned from TV, and then they just ended up getting banned from fucking society. Sherry Dennis, her career was over before her album even dropped. I ain't heard a single. Ain't nobody even try to bootleg her album. It ain't even on LimeWire. You can't even get it on LimeWire. LimeWire got everything. They even got Ray J.
It registers on the bootleg machine.
I mean, even people even bootleg Ray J from time to time. They probably don't mean to, but they bootleg Ray J. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call him Ray J. Brandon brother. We don't know him by his real name. Who was Ray J? Oh, that's, you mean Brandy brother? Oh yeah, cause Brandy be like, oh yeah, that's Brandy brother.
Moesha's brother.
Moesha brother. You wouldn't even know Ray J if it wasn't for Brandy. Ray J be working at Walmart in the electronics department. I'd be like, yo, can I get John Madden? And he be like, hold on, I can't let you walk to the front with that. I gotta walk with you. He couldn't let you take video game to the front by yourself. He had New Edition.
What? Oh yeah.
New Edition last album, they didn't sell nothing, but it went copy. He had 8 Ball and MJG. These are people that he picked up that had careers that he fucked over and just completely put the stake in their heart. He got Cassie or Cassie or whatever that chick name is.
She couldn't sing.
But she couldn't sing. But she was just cute. I mean, she eye candy. But anyway,
but she couldn't dance.
She couldn't sing or dance. Got Young Jock, which was just young ass. I don't know what the fuck Young Jock is.
Wasn't he still around though?
In spirit, he around in spirit. He had this group called Boys in the Hood, and Young Jeezy was a part of that group.
Oh.
And he got away from Puffy. He's like, hey, you ain't gonna hold me hostage, motherfucker, for the rest of my life. Fuck up my life. Dream, the little girl group, white girl group. He tried to cross over and do white girl group, and the parents like, get the fuck away from that crazy black man. Gorilla Zoe, who the fuck is that?
He made Hood Nigga.
He made Hood. That's a song.
Yeah, but the niggas in the hood.
Hood Nigga. He made a song called Hood Nigga. Rap his ass now. I don't write rhymes, I write checks. Danny Kane, whatever that shit is. He had Elephant Man?
Elephant Man signed to him.
I'm sorry to hear that. B5, what the fuck is that?
That group with the 5 brothers.
Oh, that was right. Those light-skinned kids. What happened to them?
I thought those were Tito Jackson kids. Tito Jackson kids. Day 26, which is what's that, Diet 112? Day 26. What is that? How many days you done gone without pay? Day 26, motherfucker, no pay. Puffy got our checks. Who is Christian Daniel?
Some dude, I don't know who he is.
It's a dude?
I don't even know if it's sound like a clothing company.
Christian Daniel?
A liquor.
It's like a cheap ass alcohol. Motherfucker, you drunk off that Christian Daniel? Ah, man, we could have got booze for him instead. In conclusion, I don't want Puffy to feel bad because you was with Jennifer Lopez and not too many guys can say they slept with Jennifer Lopez. She left you when you needed her the most. At least a sister would go with you to court and find out if you gonna go to jail or not so she can know what she gonna sell of yours when your ass go to jail. That nigga changed his name. He be changing his name like he running from child support. This week I'm Diddy.
It got really crazy that time. We was upstairs and he had like, we were in his closet and he like pushed me and I fell to the ground and then he like stood over me. So I was like laying on my back and he stood over me and he started like punching me like this, like he avoided my face, but he like started punching me like on the side of my head and I was just like covering my face. And he did that and then after he got done doing that, he like, cause he was standing, his legs were like in between me. So he like stomped on my stomach like really hard and I like took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe and he kept hitting me and I was like pleading to him like, can you stop? I can't breathe. And he like stopped for a little bit. He like grabbed my hair from the back and like was like punching the back of my head. Cause he was just avoiding my face when he was like hitting me.
Child did the Grey Goose tour. There was a young woman, beautiful woman. She's a lawyer, or at least she was. She used to be an entertainment lawyer. I'm not going to say her name. The story is enough. Because I don't know. I hope I won't be putting her in danger. But she shouldn't have to feel afraid after all of these years, almost 20 years, you know. But I had to give her a job. I shouldn't say I had to give her a job. I gave her a job working for me so she could find some safety. Because while she was working at Bad Boy, because she was one of the lead counsels for Bad Boy Entertainment, she witnessed something. She witnessed something that was disturbing to her. But what was really disturbing to her was the conversation that she had with Diddy after. See, Christopher Williams, I don't know, I guess he wanted to sign. I don't know what happened. But Puff was supposed to be giving him a demo deal, and he gave him a demo deal, and I guess it was supposed to turn into an album deal, which that never happened. But this young woman walked in to get approval on some paperwork. See? And when she walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff. Now, from what she said to me, it was disturbing because, you know, they didn't stop. She just walked out, and she just kept her head down at the office the rest of the day, I believe it was. And I don't think it was at the end of business day that day, but I think it was the following day. He came into her office and was like, yeah, so you came in there, so what? What you gonna do? You wanna say something? And she was like, oh no, she was like, I just don't understand why you left the door unlocked. If you were in there doing that, why would you leave the door unlocked? He said, I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do in my building. And I just don't know. He was like, it's power, see? I can make a man, he said, if I can make a man suck my dick, I can make people do anything for money. That's what you said, Puff, about Christopher Williams sucking your dick for a demo deal, and you cut him a check.
Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Mm. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know, you want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Mm-hmm. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And I'll Be Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him?
Diana Ross and Michael Jackson.
I knew you were going to say Michael Jackson.
Those are the only 2 people in the world that I ever wanted to just go and be a fan.
Right.
And like fan out. Although I did go front row with Rihanna because that's my baby.
Come on.
I did do that. That's my baby.
Wait, so you never got to see Michael Jackson?
I never got got to see Mike. I met him, but I've never got to
Wow.
see him in person. You know what's so crazy? Rodney Jerkins, he was working on Michael Jackson's album, and he was like, yo, I was playing Queen Bitch for Michael Jackson. And he was like, man, I love how she raps behind the beat and it's so sexy. I was like, he said that?
What?
He was like, yeah. So I'm telling you that to say, we're trying to get you on the album. And I was like, what? I think I might, my leg is still trying to recover because I fell out the seat. And
Oh my God.
yeah.
You didn't get
So
on
let me
that.
tell you what happened.
Okay.
Puffy was my manager at the time.
Okay.
And when we brought it to Puffy, Puffy was like, Puffy can be a little bit controlling because I'm like his little sister. So I don't know. I don't know if him and Rodney were going through something at the time, but it just never happened because I was a kid, so I wasn't handling my business. But I remember seeing Rodney and he going, yo, what's up? I've been calling and you don't want to be on Michael Jackson's album? I was like, what? Are you crazy? Of course I do. But I didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. So that was a missed opportunity, not due to anything I did, but like, I just, it was out of my control. Wow. And I really, 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 really just want to go somewhere and die.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh my God, I was like, what's she about to say? I literally, I still get teared up. Like, I'll be like, oh no, we got to see my...
Don't sit on the bed at night, no homo, no, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Fresh
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid.
Listen. We having a good time, yo. Oh, your Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans. Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could.
Yeah.
Puffy, he came out with a new album, man, called Love, and he got a song on there called Kim Porter. How you feel about that?
I think that's probably a great thing to do. You know what I'm saying? To honor the person that you said you love. To honor the woman who gave you a scar on your wrist for the rest of your life that you could always look at and remember. You know what I'm saying? So if he put that song out there to her, I guess he wanted to honor her. But he gonna always remember her. Kim was who Kim was. And then if he ever try to forget her, all he had to do is look at his wrist.
What you mean by that when you say that, Kim Porter gave Puffy a scar?
When they were at home at Kim's house on 110th Street, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way. And Kim took one of those corkscrews and ripped his wrist up and hit an artery. And when she did that, he had to rush over to St. Luke's Hospital. I met him over there to the hospital. It was me, him, and Kim in the hospital when he was bleeding like crazy. And that was the beginning of him. And that's the first thing I knew about people getting hooked on opioids. You know what I'm saying? And that was from that accident. Oh, that was from the incident with him and Kim when she wasn't going to take that ass whooping, and she got him off of him the best way she could.
Right. From your point of view, right, how would you describe Puffy and Kim Porter relationship when you was around?
Oh, it was volatile. It was like, damn it she do, damn it she don't. Like Kim could not be with nobody else and he knew it. And he could do whatever he want to. You know what I'm saying? And even when he was with J-Lo, like we'll put J-Lo in the house and he'll call and Kim wouldn't answer. And if she was out, he would ask the babysitter, do you know where she at? Well, she said she was going to be here because she had Kristen at the time. You know what I mean? So now we going where Kim is at. And if she was with somebody, he made it very uncomfortable for that person to be with. Using the bodyguards.
What you mean by that?
Like if we was there, you're not going to be sitting up there, and he pushing up on Kim. You're not going to do nothing to him while we there, or you're not going to say nothing to him while we there. Dude would just either step out or step away, or Kim would just get in another car and go or whatever.
Right. But from the outside looking in, right, from my point of view, it does look like he, is living with a regret when it comes to her.
My man coulda, woulda, shoulda. All that shit look good for the media. All it look good for the media, bro.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to promise or nothing I can't deliver. Mm-hmm. What I can deliver, I've broken this down. What I can deliver out of a pie is I could promise you that if I'm in a relationship with you, like 25% of your time, you're gonna just like feel like, oh man, I hate being here. Oh man, I hate this guy. Oh man, he cheated on me. He lied on me. That's 25%. You know what I'm saying? But then there's 75% of I'm gonna make you the happiest woman in the whole wide world. I'm gonna be there to support your dreams. I'm gonna be there to hold you, listen to you. I'm gonna be there to be your best friend. And I promise you'll smile the most. You know who I am. This is what it is. 25%, 75%. Which deal would you choose?
Now, for most of you guys, don't try this out.
I ain't never really get the opportunity to just be with Puff like nigga, me and you. He never overshadowed me, but we never got a chance to just be together. It was here and there, moments in time. But like how that moment was, I was like, he's like, shit feel right, nigga. We need to be like Mob. And I'm like, yeah, nigga. So I never forget, we pull up to fucking Live, nigga. When we get to Live, nigga, Young Bird, well, Hitmaker. I think it was like
AKA Hitmaker.
Hitmaker. I think it was like Hit Boy or something. It was another producer. I can't remember. These niggas had these whistles. So they throw Puff a whistle. Puff like, you want? I was like, I don't even know what that whistle shit mean. I'm cool. I don't do whistles. And I never forget Hit Rock was there. Hit Rock was like, boy, it's finna be live. Never forget this shit. We go in the club, we kicking it, shit. I'm like, damn, this what's up. The nigga Puff is on the goddamn, he on the shit, the bar where everybody perform at in front of the DJ and shit. And he going crazy. This bitch lit. You remember Scarface when that white woman was coming down the escalator?
Yeah.
He was in that man's house and he saw that man's wife who was like this. I was watching Puff. The nigga Puff was looking up there. He saw this white woman. It was bottles on bottles on bottles around her. It was lit. Puff jumped out. Me and Cassie sitting next to each other. My wife right here, Cassie right here. The nigga jumped off the bar, came on and said, yo, Cassie, tomorrow, I want you to shave the side of your head. And I was like, what the fuck kind of request is that? So when I'm like, what the fuck? So when I look up there, this white woman's side of her head was shaved, my nigga. And the bitch looked good with it. So I was looking at Cassie, I was like, I was like, you're not about to do that, are you? She said, well, I mean, whatever Sean wants, I'm gonna do. I was like, well, you make sure you send me a picture before you do that shit. So within like 2-3 days, she sent me a picture. I'm like, she done shaved her motherfucking head. I'm like, that shit look good.
I'm wondering is when this benevolent man who's just now had a change of heart and has decided to pay us as talent and also as writers, we're credited with publishing. So basically, we only get the amounts due since Sony bought our catalog.
Okay.
So streaming for the past couple years, it's about $800, $900, some in the hundreds, okay? And in order to get that, I have to release him for any claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music or EMI or Sony ever in public.
So that you just got recently for this thing?
I got it a few months ago when he started doing
what's
this.
in the news now?
So what's happening is artists, some of them, not all of them,